I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we do have a deletion for the agenda. Where's that? Business operations, item number 3.
Yes, and I would also like to suggest removing item number 2, the trades agreement between Brooker Contracting. The reason for that is the current house build has not sold, and we need to pause due to financial reasons. We've got other options, but the contract that we were going to present tonight, we don't have confidence at the moment that we could execute it right away. So
put it on hold.
Yes.
Okay. So business operations, item number 2 and 3. Do I have a motion to
I'll make a motion to
delete?
put them on, table those for now.
And I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay. All right. Opportunity for public comment related to agenda items. We have none. Superintendent report.
Yeah, so we have Gibraltar Design here tonight that we'd like to invite up to give a brief overview of our natatorium project.
Thank you, Superintendent Anderson and members of the board. Jay, is it okay I stay on this side? All right. Here to present to you tonight the new natatorium for the Lowell High School. What you're going to see is the final design. We're at the point in our design documents where now we can finish our design documents and in the near future put them out to bid on the street. So we've had a number of meetings with the admin team and the school board members, Katie and Nate, part of our weekly meetings. And we just had our final design discussions past week, and we believe we're in a really good spot with the progress of the natatorium, both in design as well as we believe it's on budget as well. Let's go ahead and continue through. You've seen this slide before. The pool is being designed for both high school and community-related programming, everything from community swimming, high school swimming, PE instruction, all types of programs can happen in the pool for both high school and community. Additional functional characteristics. There'll be athletic locker rooms, there'll be PE locker rooms, there'll be locker rooms that are also shared with the community as well. Keep in mind that one of the critical things about the pool design is that it's always going to be secured from the high school at all times. It will have a hospitality classroom, and part of the project also includes a new service yard and a mechanical courtyard. We'll talk a little bit more about that as well. Again, you have an 8-lane stretch pool. We call it a stretch pool because at one end of the pool, it's a little bit longer than 25 yards, where you have a diving into the pool and 8 lanes for competition swimming. Just an update. I mean, this is just a placeholder. This is where you are. The pool is at the north end of the field house, and your new athletic campus under construction currently. First floor plan. I know it's kind of hard to see from here. There, thank you. Hand up a little bit, Andy. Thanks. The pool deck. You've got lots of space around the pool itself. The pool deck on one side is 16 feet. The other, the diving in is 20, 10 foot on the north, and 12 feet on the south. So you've got plenty of space for activities on the deck as well as team seating on the deck. There are locker rooms, athletic and PE locker rooms on one end, hospitality classroom right off the pool commons. Athletic director that's also accessible to the public through an access hallway here. Community family style restrooms, lockers for parents with little ones could use these restrooms here before going on the deck. The PE lockers also dual as community use type lockers when it's not being used during school day PE classes. Plenty of storage underneath this elevated spectator seating. You'll find over the life of the pool, you're going to be collecting a lot of equipment that needs to be stored off the deck. Otherwise, you lose your deck space. It's very valuable. On the other end of the building is your filtration room that serves the pool systems, electrical, and you've got a couple of stairs on each end of the building. The pool commons, the main entry here. As you come in, you'll see a picture of what that looks like. You'll see the stair at one end, reception desk here for community events, as well as high school swim meets. Close up of the hospitality classroom. This space here can serve a number of functions. Its main function is to serve swim meets for volunteers, officials, coaches. Volunteers will set this up for other volunteers for meals and things like that. It will have a cabinetry and a sink in the space. Next to that is the aquatics director's office. That's sized so it's located in such an area that he has 100% views of the pool deck. He's always going to be able to see the pool deck from his office. This is just an example. All your lockers in the facility will be like a plastic resin type, resistant to any kind of decay, mold, or anything like that. Second floor plan, you'll have a large mechanical room serving the natatorium, a new pool lounge on the second floor with concessions, public restrooms right off the stairs next to the pool lounge. Spectator seating, you access spectator seating from the back of the spectator seating and you walk down into your seats. And that's basically it for the second floor. As I was saying, an update on the service yard, your chillers are being taken out of the old courtyard, and they basically see the end of their life. And there'll be 2 new chillers sized for the high school. So there'll be larger chillers that serve the high school plus the natatorium. So you'll have 2 brand new chillers behind a screen wall near your existing service area. The service area gets reworked because right now your truck's back in this way, so the natatorium's there, so you come off parking lot a little bit differently, where trucks can back into a loading dock area. The chiller yard will also be secured within the service area, so you'll have your transformers are being relocated over here, your gas meters out here. This becomes available square footage for future needs, whether it's athletic program or whatever. Go ahead. Some views of the exterior as you're coming in from Holtz Road. As you come in, you'll see this entry, this natatorium, before you see the main entrance to the high school. So this is a very focal point. I say that because you don't see this until you pass the building that's over here now. So this will be your focal point as you come in from the new main entrance to the high school campus will be the athletic center entry. A view from the stadium as you're looking south towards the new natatorium. You'll see the athletic center entry, which is your main entry now for all athletics to the indoor high school. A view of some of the windows to the natatorium. Close-up view. Some views of the interior. If you're on the deck looking up at spectator seating, this is what you'll see. The wall behind the spectator seating is the field house. You'll see some of the existing brick on that. You see the pool lounge in the background, the aquatics director in the background, and then your scoreboard in the corner. Another view from spectator seating all the way from the west end of the spectator seating, looking across the pool. Again, you'll be able to see the scoreboard quite easily. You'll have some natural views of the campus from the spectator seating. Acoustical treatment on the walls, acoustical treatment on the ceilings. Ceilings are these just acoustical ceiling clouds that do 2 things. Sound, main thing. The other thing is you're going to have indirect pool lighting. So we're going to bounce that lighting off the ceilings. ceilings in over the pool, off the ceiling clouds. a view from the new pool lounge. Again, you'll have a railing here and concessions over here, and you'll have some nice views looking into the pool area. Another view as you come off the stair. And then the first floor, the entrance in the lobby, reception desk, signage, access to the pool and/or aquatics director office here. And then, like I said, in the background is your stairs that go to the second floor spectator seating, so people will know where they go when they come into the space.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your work on this. There's been a lot of detailed discussions, and we've finally landed, I think, on the most perfect pool in the region. So this is exciting. Thank you. Andy, got anything else?
Skillman update. Highlights?
Want me to?
It's completely up to you.
I'd love to.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't have a formal board meeting this month. It'll be, in 2 weeks, but North Star, continuing putting the roof on that space. Football field's done. We're working our way both counterclockwise and clockwise with concrete paving around the track. Community building, we're working on interiors, drywall's going on inside, so getting that place dried out, ready for some finishes. Admin, we're doing flooring, some carpeting into the admin space, and paving end of next week.
Wow.
The north.
Next week?
Yes.
Wow.
That's why that crucial southern parking lot was needed to be determined. So undergrounds went well. We had some issues, but nonetheless, it's okay in that area. And then district-wide, flooring is scheduled. Casework, loose equipment, it's all going together well.
Yeah, I'll take the opportunity to comment. Chris mentioned the underground work. Part of the underground work was the sanitary sewer line, and we partnered once again with the town of Lowell in upsizing that sewer line. It increases their capacity to take on the workload of our growing community and some housing developments that are north that would run through there. So it's cheaper for the town to do the work while the ground is open, and it's cheaper for us because we're sharing in the cost. So that's, Chris was a big part of that, so thank you
Thank you.
on behalf of the district.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That work on Holtz Road, if you recall, there were some easements that needed to be obtained. There's a slight delay in NIPSCO moving the telephone poles, the lighting poles,
That's
utility
right.
poles.
Yep. Overhead power, yep.
Yep. And as soon as that's taken care of,
Should be done by the end of the month, and then we have a very small window to do the Holtz Road
yeah.
straight.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think we'll look towards the last week of July to maybe do a board tour, because
great.
the elementaries will probably be
Really
90,
close.
95% finished. The admin, the high school library.
Community
and-
building.
Yeah, so,
What are
North
they
Star,
doing-
North Star, North Star.
What are they doing on the south end of the parking lot of Lake Prairie? Are they just elongating the parking area?
Yes, the bus radius turn. So
Okay.
we did a few simulations, if there was a car in the way, if there was another car in the way, and
Right.
came up with the distance, and Sybil blessed it, and that's what we're doing.
And did we ever acquire that parcel that's between, it would be on the east side of the Lake Prairie property, but toward the cemetery? Do we own that?
we do own that.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's rented out to farm.
Right now, but in the future, it could expand our parking lot, things of that nature.
Any specific questions at a location?
You mentioned the track. When's the track going in, that surface?
The resurfacing,
Mm-hmm.
that is in 2+ weeks,
Okay.
yes. There was a 30 to 35 day cure time on the asphalt.
Oh, that's already
It
there.
needs to bleed off and oils come off before you coat it.
Oh, so then once it's coated, is there still a delay on?
No, then there's
Oh.
just striping and we're done.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Okay.
The whole football facility will be done,
that's it.
well, not.
Before the home opener. You just pushing North Star.
Thank you for your non-scheduled update.
Anytime, I love it, I love to. Any other questions?
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I had.
All
Are
right.
you leaving? You're not gonna stay for the rest of the meeting?
Drive safe, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Drive safe, all of you. Bye-bye.
You guys, thank you.
All right. Board member reports. Are there any?
Yes. We had our NICEAG board meeting last night, Board of Managers, and again, there was traditional business that took place. Some of the key things that were accomplished was Neola bylaws were updated. They updated the Eagle Park Community School handbook for the kids. And we were blessed that we have plenty of applicants for the available positions at NICEAG as a result of Maryville leaving the co-op.
Well, that's some good news finally. in the
Yes,
employment
yes, it's
side.
it'll really save us a lot of time and stress, so that's it.
Get some good candidates in. Thank you. Any other update?
Just one thing, the thing that they asked me to ask Andy is, our Superintendent Anderson, para grant,
Mhm.
are we near, did we get any response from that yet?
We did, I believe, my understanding is it was approved and we received it.
Okay, did they know that? Because they didn't have any information.
They should, but
Okay, well, that's just something they asked me to ask.
send an email.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have anything else? Okay. Regular business consent items. Approve the minutes of the meeting held on Thursday, June 27th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 2, approve payroll and claims.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Personnel, approve the personnel report dated July 11th, 2024.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Approve the proposed changes to the transportation coordinator job description. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Board policy. Approve the technical corrections to the following board policies. 0115, address. 0123, philosophy of the board. 0142.2, oath. 0142.4, board member leave of absence for military service. 0142.5, orientation. 0143.1, public expression of board members. 0144.2, board member ethics. 0144.4, defense and indemnification of board members. 0151, organizational meeting. 0152, officers. 0154, motions. 0163, presiding officer. 0164.1, regular meetings, work sessions, and retreats. 6320, purchasing. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Just to note, the technical corrections are those items that just need updating, such as address changes.
Dates.
Yes.
Minor tweaks.
Correct.
Based off of Neola.
Yep. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. First reading of board policy 7510, use of school facilities. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion and a second. You want to go ahead and read?
Yeah, do you want to read the whole thing or the highlighted
I think
changes?
Highlighted changes is fine on that one.
So a sentence was added to the use of school facilities that indicates the use of any facility does not constitute an endorsement of an organization or activity by the board. There's an addition to approval process by the superintendent's designee instead of always saying superintendent, as we have staff that handle that. The biggest item is the use of corporation grounds and facilities shall not be granted for any purposes which are prohibited by law. That would stay, but we would make it open facility usage open for private social functions. And the reason for this is we've got a new natatorium that we would like to open up for community use, and modeling it after the Hobart model, where private citizens can come in and schedule birthday parties and rent out the facility. Plus, at the North Star on the upper team level, there is a community room that could be used for various community functions as well.
There's one question that I had about this line right at the top. It says, for purposes of eligibility, it says individuals or families are not eligible. Is that
So-
kind of negating if somebody wants to walk around the track?
So Dr. Cleafish, you have actually pointed out on group classification A, for the purpose of access eligibility, scheduling priority, and fee schedules, groups are classified below. Private individuals or families are not eligible. So that actually, the sentence of private individuals or families are not eligible should be struck
For sure.
to be in alignment with,
That's what I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
Good catch.
That's why we
I
did.
meant to talk to you earlier about that, not now, but I couldn't let us approve it.
That's what this
Now
is
it's
for,
in,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Now
it's
it's
first
good.
reading, so this is the time for that.
No, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, this is the time for that, so that's a great catch.
Yeah.
I do read this stuff.
So I am going to highlight that. So that would be a strike through.
Okay.
We did some adjustments to the group classifications regarding nonprofit groups, and private social groups were added. Availability is determined according to group classification and availability of corporation staff. So those are the highlighted changes. First reading, we would bring it back at the next board reading for our meeting for the second reading and adoption.
Okay. Any other discussion? Okay. Business operations, approve the purchase of cardio equipment for Lowell Middle School and Lowell Intermediate School fitness room. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of the cardio equipment.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Kevin popped into our meeting last week to give me a little update on this equipment, and we're putting in all non-electric equipment in there now. So it's all self-powered, which is nice,
Yeah.
age appropriate. The renderings for this are really utilizing that space that formerly had the heavy weights and free
For
weights.
high school kids.
Yeah, now it's gonna have more applicability for the students during gym class and for sports, so that's getting moved into that room. Then the free weights are being moved into where those are, and they fit in there nicely, and this included those renderings as well, so.
Excellent.
Yeah, I really feel like this is a nice upgrade, and the equipment that was in there has seen its day, so.
Are they gonna try and sell it, or what are they gonna do with it?
We will always try to,
Get some money back off of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because the
equipment
weights
you could
themselves
definitely
are still usable.
we
The
will,
the
Let me know
weights
when
we're
the auction
keeping.
is.
Okay, that's what I'm
weights-
saying, we're not just getting.
Nope,
all
the
of it.
weights, the free weights, the racks, all that, we're keeping. The
Good.
stuff that's getting replaced is like the treadmills.
Right, right.
Oh.
And those have.
I saw the documentation.
Yeah, those have seen their better days, so, yeah.
Okay, but if we can try to
Yep.
resell them and get something for them.
Yep, I think Jason's got that list, so. Any other discussion about that? Okay, all in favor of approving the purchase of cardio equipment?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Skipping ahead, business operations, item number 4, approve the agreement between Tri Creek School Corporation and Pop Warner Little Scholars, Inc. for the use of the old Lowell Middle School football field for the sum of $1 for the term of 1 year beginning August 1st, 2024 through July 31st, 2025. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
So that includes the practice field as well in that contract?
yeah, it's Appendix A, so it's the main field
Yep.
plus the lower.
Perfect.
But not these.
That
And
includes
they
them
are-
mowing it too. So
I was
yeah,
just gonna say, they're maintaining it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All in favor of approving the agreement with Pop Warner?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Number 5, approve the solicitation of bids for snow removal. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Approve the overnight athletic trip request for the Lowell High School boys and girls cross-country teams to participate in the Valley Cross kickoff at the Laverne Gibson Cross Country Course at the Wabash Valley Sports Complex in Terre Haute, Indiana, from August 16th to 17th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the overnight athletic trip.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 7, approve the district treasurer, $500,000, district deputy treasurer, $250,000, district fiscal services payroll, $250,000, accounts payable clerk, $250,000, public official bonds, and the 6 positional $25,000 bonds for the assistant food services director and for each school bookkeeper for the 2024-25 school year.
This is liability insurance, correct?
Yes.
Just,
Do I have a motion?
yes.
Insured and bonded.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Yes.
Okay. Before I voted on it, I wanted to make sure they weren't gonna get $500,000 checks.
Now, wouldn't that be
I'm kidding,
nice?
If not, if they are, I'm applying.
Okay, any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Number 8, approve the request for cash change banks at Lowell High School in the amount of $300 for the 2024-25 school year for various extracurricular activities in the amount of $2,000 for the 24-25 school year for the various athletic extracurricular activities. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the cash change banks.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Public comment not related to agenda items. Okay. The next meeting of the Tri-Creek Board of Trustees is scheduled for Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Anything else from the team?
Just after the meeting, if you could check in with me regarding the schoolwork conference in the fall.
Oh.
I already gave you my thumbs up.
Yep. All right. Meeting adjourned.